So Matt, welcome in Belgium.
Thank you. Thanks for having us back.
Yeah, you're back, and that's a good thing. You just released your 7th album, and it's also the 7th time that you play Werchter, which is quite a big thing. How do you feel about that?
Very excited to be back in the festivals again. The last album we didn't tour any festivals. We just played mainly our own concerts, and in fact, even the album before, I don't think we played Werchter. I think the last time might have been 2008 or something, or not.
Well, actually, you did, but you did Werchter Boutique, which was just a show about you, but they called it a festival, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it's nice to be back in front of a big audience like this, because in festivals, you know that maybe half the people or more, maybe more, have never seen you before, you know, because sometimes you play to new people, you know. So it's a nice feeling for us to be put into this position where you're playing in front of people who maybe haven't seen you, you know.
So you have the music, of course, and then you have all the visual things that are also very the show, if I can say it like that. I guess it's more difficult to have a show like that because it's a big production.
In a festival, yeah, it's difficult. Yeah. The idea for this summer was just to play a sort of collection of old songs and new songs, like a mixture, and to play in a more simple format. You know, really, it's just about the music. We don't have a huge production here because the festivals don't allow it. But we're going to come back next year, and we'll definitely be back in Brussels next year. And when we play indoors, we'll be bringing in a much more complex production, which is more about the album concept, drones. You know, so we're saving that until next year.
Yeah. So there won't be any drones today, but there will be later in the year.
Yes. We found out that it's not possible to do them outside, you know, but indoors, when you have a controlled environment, we can do it. Yeah. So the drones concept will be indoors next year. Yeah.
The new album Drones is I really like the album because it's about the music also, but also the lyrics is something that you think about. I guess when you make a concept album like that, it's about war and it's about ecology. It's about important things. Isn't it strange when you play those songs that people sing along like party anthems, and you don't have to think about what's really behind it?
I think there's two ways you can go. You know, with if you want to convey some kind of message, you know, you can be very, very straight, very very direct, but often that comes at the expense of being quite obscure, you know. Or you can do something where you make music which is more fun and more engages people on a larger scale, and then you insert some lyrics into there that may be there's two different ways you can do it. You know, we've chosen this way. You know, I think there's other bands like Rage Against the Machine that have been far better than us at being more direct, you know, with their views. But I don't think it's essential for a person to understand the lyrics, to understand the feeling, you know, because I would like to think that the music can speak itself without the English words needing to be understood, you know. Sometimes I think music is more powerful when the lyrics are not understood, you know.
It's the last evening also, it's the day number 4, but people are really looking forward to it. The thing that happened on the first day of this festival is that the Foo Fighters had to cancel because of what happened with Dave Grohl. Did it ever happen with you that you had to cancel a gig because of medical things?
Yeah, unfortunately one time I broke my foot, so I broke like a toe in this part here, and I had to cancel one show, I think, yeah. And then the show after that I was limping, you know. So a broken toe is not so bad, but I think with Dave Grohl he actually broke his leg, so it's just not possible, yeah, to play, and there's a lot of pain involved, you know. So but I think he was very brave, you know, to try to finish the concert, you know. Very, very, very brave. I'm not sure I could do that, but yeah, he did very well. Yeah.
If you would break your leg walking to the backstage again, if you would break, I hope it's not going to happen, of course. But who would be the dream band to replace you then?
Oh wow!
And you can think about bands that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Well, my number one live band is Rage Against the Machine. You know, I mentioned them already, but I think they're the best live band that I've ever seen. You know, I think. It's such a shame that they kind of couldn't find a way to keep going, because I think they are probably one of the most important bands of the generation. But also, of course, U2 are always amazing. You know, I think U2 don't play enough festivals. I think they'd be a great band to play festivals. So it'd be nice to see them at a festival one day.
So we could take U2 and then add Tom Morello, for example, and make a combination of all this. And then you have a band that might be as good as you are. Well, I wish you a very good show, of course, and we hope to see you later in the year when you come with all the drones and all the other things that we can't see tonight. Have a good show. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Brussel.